we bought material, we had more money left over, we got a sign. Allahu Akbar. We continue the da'wah now 24 hours a day. People driving by will know that Jesus was a Muslim. And he submitted himself to Allah as we are Muslims who submit ourselves to the same Allah that sent Jesus and Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon them. Those that are trying...
Stop! I want to take a selfie for you. Please don't move. Thank you. Tell us about it, brother. Jesus was a Muslim. That's a good thing to say, Abdul. Very funny that Jesus was a Muslim, but he is not a child molester like Muhammad. Jesus was a Muslim, but he don't have many wives like Muhammad. Jesus was a Muslim, but he's not a rapist like Muhammad. Jesus was a Muslim, but he did not go to his own son, wife, and he flirted with her like Muhammad. Jesus was a Muslim, but Muhammad did not even circumcise himself. Jesus was a Muslim, but Jesus never committed sin. Muhammad was filthy, terrorist, killer, thief, and he was one of those, you know. Jesus was a Muslim. So if Jesus was a Muslim, so how come Jesus did not do what Muhammad do? How come he is not filthy like Muhammad? So you Muslims, you are desperate to make everybody Muslim. Even Alexander the Great is a Muslim. He is a homosexual. He's a bisexual, actually. You made him a Muslim prophet. Anyone, anything. Trump is a Muslim. Coward. Jesus said, my Father how he can be a Muslim? Do you Muslim believe that God is your father? Do you believe in a father and a son? Jesus says, I am the truth. Do you believe that Jesus is the truth, which means he's God? Jesus says that the Holy Spirit. Do you Muslim believe that God is a spirit? You don't. So stop being a foolish, stupid idiot. You Muslim don't believe even the nature of your God is different. Your God is just a solid concrete. A shin, a fingers, 5 fingers, hands, 2 hands on the right side, face, ass, but he have no spirit. He is dead. He's a concrete. So when you say that Jesus was a Muslim, you are just trying to insult Jesus. Shame on you. Why Jesus was a thief like Muhammad? Jesus, he did miracles. Allah have 0 miracles. Muhammad have 0 miracles. So if Jesus was a Muslim, the first thing will happen to him, he will have 0 miracle. But this is the nature of this religion. They hijack everything. They hijack all good names. Even bad names, they hijack them. It's a religion of hijacking. One day I will die, they will say Christian Prince before he died, he gave finger to Allah and he became a Muslim. Just wait. Anything convert to Islam, anything. Cats are Muslims, trees are Muslims, eggplant is Muslims, eggs are Muslim, they are possessed. You know? The only thing is not a Muslim is lizard. You know that story, right? Lizard, the enemy of Allah. I mean, have you ever heard of religion? They believe that Mr. Lizard is the enemy of Allah, and they have a duty to do jihad against Mr. Lizard. And why? Because, brother, the lizard, he was trying to burn Abraham, brother. Brother, the lizard, brother. Everything is a Muslim except the lizard, brother. And brother, the story of the wither of the lizard is true. Yes, brother. Actually, even science prove it, brother. By the frog, he is dark in the color because his skin burned because he was trying to put the fire down on Abraham. he go to the water, the frog, and he put water in his mouth, and he come, he jump, walk, 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 and he jump in the top of Abraham, he put water on him. But the lizard, brother, the lizard, the enemy of Allah, brother, oh boy. And look here, look, Muhammad the genius. Muhammad, he refused to eat lizard because he thought they are Jews. I placed before him and I took a stick, counted his fingers, the lizard, okay? Then he says, a group of children of Israel were transformed into animals in the land. Muhammad, he see, wherever he look at, he see Jews, even the lizard. Yes, brother. But look who is the story. Look, look, look. Beautiful story. A woman, she came to Aisha to the house, and she said, she saw her, she's holding a stick in her hand, beating the lizard, trying to kill the lizard. So the woman, she said, what is this? Aisha, she said, we killed those house lizard with it. For the Prophet of Allah told us that when Ibrahim was thrown into the fire, there was no beast on earth that did not try to put it out, apart from the house lizard. He blew on it. Abdul, even pigs, they try to put the fire on Abraham? That means pigs are good. Every animal in the earth try to put the fire down except lizard. You know, I don't know what to say. I think this is a true story. Based on this, I'm thinking to convert to Islam. I mean, think about it. Who knows those stories unless he is a prophet of Allah? How Muhammad, he knew this? He was not in the time of Abraham. Allah told him. Look, this lizard, look. Shame on you, lizard. You tried to kill our father Abraham? You think I'm going to forgive you? I'm going to grab my guns. I have a lot of bullets here. And I will go to the backyard as we speak. And I will use the night vision one. I have a night vision. You know, and I will use the night vision and I will wait for them. You think you can get away with your crime? You want to burn our father Abraham? And you think you can get away with it? But Allah will never let that happen. Allah will go after them. And until now, those lizards are really in alarm. Look at this guy. He knew what is coming. The Mujahideen is coming after him. Takbir. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, everybody. He knew he's wanted. I mean, where you can hide? Think about it. Where? Mimi Hijab is ready after you. Ali Dawa, Sisi and Dudu. That's it, your target. You're finished, boy. You are finished, boy. So we have to, we have to think about it, and we have to recognize the reality and science. This filthy creature was trying to burn our father Abraham, and what we do, we are wasting our time in the internet and start going to do jihad against the lizard. Abdul, don't you think that lizards are very useful? I mean, they control the nature. Who is going to save your vegetation in the desert if you don't have lizard? No wonder your desert is dead, because you kill all the lizard. Anytime the Muslim, they see lizard, they go crazy. This is the one who controls the insect. He's here to help, actually. Lizard is very useful. When you kill them, you are killing your nature. You are killing your food. Lizards don't eat your food. They kill the one who is going to eat your food. Lizard. Anyway, I think I'm going to kill some lizard, and I'm going to take a selfie with them, and I will post it in Patreon. what we can say. Anyway, bad boys, what you gonna do? True stories. Muhammad, he don't lie. Everything the prophet he says, he's a prophet, you know, we have to face it. I mean, the Christian, they try to run away from the truth, but the truth will follow you. You cannot run away from this. What you can do, you know? Yeah. I remember when Muhammad, he spoke about the story of the sparrow. The sparrow who was in love with his wife. It was a very true story, you know? He was sad and he spoke to Solomon. I don't know, I mean, Solomon, you know, don't you think, you Muslims, you think that Solomon was a hippie somehow? He was a hippie, wasn't he? Solomon, the ant, she understand what he is saying, he understand what the ant is saying. He spoke to the sparrow, he's lost his wife and his girlfriend, and he don't want to do more dating. A lot of stories. Very beautiful, you know. And, you know, and Sulaiman, he understands the language of the ants, but the ants don't talk. I mean, they communicate, yeah. All creatures, they do, but they don't talk. I mean, it's not talking. They communicate by vibration and chemical. How Sulaiman, he heard her speech, the ant. Allah, he can do things nobody can do. This is why Allah is a very unique God, you know. And now I understand why ants, they have an antenna. Look. I think she was communicating with Solomon with their antenna, like tak 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 tak. And then Sulaiman, he have Allah, he put antennas for him too. And then Sulaiman, he, you know, when he heard her speech, he was laughing so deep. Who knows those things save Allah? Nobody. Like, imagine you are a king walking down the street, la 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 la, and then an ant, she screamed at the other ant. She said to them, hide, otherwise Sulaiman will crush you. What is killing me, how she knew his name is Sulaiman. I mean, I get it that Sulaiman, he understand now the language of the ant, but yet Allah, he taught him the language of the birds. I mean, have you ever heard of such a knowledge? Allah taught him the language of the birds, Sulaiman understand the language of the ants. It's like somebody went to learn the language of the cows, he went out speaking to the cats. And okay, and now the ants, she said to the ants, run away, otherwise Sulaiman will crush you. How she knew his name? That's deep. Do you think this this ant, she was a prophet or something? And he was telling tell us how the ant, she knew the name of the... Huh? Look. If you go to chapter 27, the chapter of the ant. And there is a valley, by the way, it's called the Valley of the Ants. Yeah, I mean, no, but because this is nobody there except ants, you know. So in chapter 27, when Sulaiman, he arrived to the lowly valley of the ants. Look at this. In the time of Sulaiman, there's a valley for the rabbit, valley for the lizard, valley for the frog, valley for donkeys, valley for horses, a valley for chickens, and there's valley for the ants. So he arrived there. One of the ants, look, not all of them. We have to be honest here. Only one. The rest are mute. Only one ant, she can talk. One of the ants, she made a phone call. Ye, oh ye ants, go into your habitation, lest Solomon and his host will crush you. And until now, I'm suffering to know how she knew the name of Solomon. Like, I understand that Allah, he made Sulaiman understand what she said, but I don't understand how Allah made the ant. I mean, did Allah make her know that this is Solomon? My brother, he was so famous. Solomon, he was famous between all the females in his time. Remember, this is a female ant. So it's very normal for female aunt, she knew about Sulaiman. Sulaiman was very handsome. And you know females, you know them, come on. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of any female at that time. Do you think you will not know about Sulaiman? I mean, let us be honest here. You are a king, you are handsome, you know, very handsome, hand and some, you know. So, and then a female aunt, what do you expect? A very handsome king is walking down the valley, and this aunt, she is wearing high heels, she have lipstick, manicure, pedicure, you know, perfume, like she's like, hello. So, and finally Sulaiman is coming, so she knew him, like, hey, Sulaiman is coming, like you know, unbelievable, true story. It's very well documented too. I mean, Allah himself is speaking about the story. I mean, look how important the story to this God. He's God. This God, he want to tell us how Sulaiman, he heard the end. Very deep thinking. This God is a philosopher. He's a Platon. Actually, he's Afla and Ton together. Today, I'm going to tell my followers, the one who worship me, about this amazing story, okay? So let me tell them. Sulaiman, he was walking, and then he heard an... This is God. If this is God, what is this, stupid? No more comment. Don't you agree with me? Be honest. Be honest with me. Don't you agree that this is stupid? Be honest, Uthman.
Alright, I'll be honest, okay, but what I'm reading right now, okay, it's silly.
It is silly. Well, you know, let us talk about this after we finish with you regarding if you are leaving Islam or not. Are you leaving Islam or not? I'm not asking you yet to believe in Jesus. I did not say anything about Jesus yet. Let us finish what we started. Based on what we provide to you and what you saw with your own eyes, Allah cannot be God. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
It can't be the word of God.
All right, thank you. I'm happy for you that you left Islam. Now let's go about Jesus. I'm very happy to our friend Uthman. I pray to the Lord, he will open his eyes more, he will open his heart more, and he will believe in the truth, and the truth will set him free. Now let us talk about Jesus. You said you believe in the God who is a man, correct?
Yeah, and that Mary is the mother of God. So what? God has mother, father, sister.
I'll agree with you. No, when we say Mary is the mother of God, simply she is the mother of Jesus, who was born as a man. But because Jesus is God, so